Greetings, Southwestern Elementary families. This is Mr. Butler sharing some updates to our afternoon car rider dismissal procedures. This overview will give you everything you need to know to help us dismiss students quickly and safely at the end of every school day. We're making these updates for a variety of reasons, but most importantly, we're focused on student safety. Our current dismissal presents a number of challenges to student safety that must be addressed. We want to prevent students from walking into vehicle traffic, prevent fender benders, and make sure all students are leaving with an authorized adult. Additionally, we understand that if we make changes to how we dismiss, we also have to have an efficient process for getting students safely to your vehicle. Here's an overview of what these updated procedures are going to look like. Beginning Monday, December 1st, the day that we return from Thanksgiving break, we will implement the new car rider procedures. We will continue to use two lines coming from Allegheny Avenue and from Hunt Road down through the middle school and high school parking lots. Parents will have an opportunity to use the line that is most convenient to them. All students who are routinely picked up will be issued a new car number on a bright yellow tag to display on your car's dashboard. Each family will receive two of the yellow card numbers for multiple vehicles or to be able to pass one on to an authorized family member who occasionally picks up. We're also giving each car rider a tag that hangs from their backpack with a corresponding number to help them begin to learn and recognize their number. Students will now be dismissed to the gym as opposed to exiting the building all at once. We'll radio in your number as you enter the line, and your child will exit the building to the sidewalk island and be waiting for you as you pull into the pickup zone. These procedures will allow and also require all parents to stay in their vehicles for pickup. Most importantly, as we learn these new procedures, we're training staff to be able to assist you through the transition. Here's an aerial view of the updated flow of traffic for afternoon dismissal. With this view, there's a few things I'd like to note. The yellow line indicates the line that comes from Hunt Road through the middle school and high school parking lots. The flow of this line will remain the same as it always has been. The blue line indicates the flow of traffic coming from the Allegheny Avenue entrance. Please note that the direction of the afternoon line has reversed from its current direction in the afternoon. This directional flow of traffic will now be the same as the morning arrival on that side of the parking lot. The green area of the sidewalk island indicates the approximate area of the sidewalk that is designated for vehicle loading. Additionally, the orange area will be reserved for our students who need adaptive assistance with getting into their vehicle, and the pink area along the football field is an area where parents can pull off to provide their children with additional assistance as needed. In order to help families with this process, I'm going to now walk everyone through the process for each of the car lines. Here we have our Hunt Road entrance that comes down along the football field side of the parking lot. On this side, you'll drive alongside the sidewalk island. Cones will be in place to prevent cars from crossing over the line into the other side of the parking lot. Here is the reverse view of where the lines will meet as cars come down from both sides of the parking lot. The purple dot represents where staff will call in numbers to students and staff in the gym. You'll need to make sure your bright yellow card number is visible as you come through the line. Once you reach the halfway point down the sidewalk, our staff will be available to assist getting students in cars. Please keep an eye out for staff waving you down into the pickup zone. Once your child is in your vehicle, you may carefully pull out around the cars ahead of you who are still loading or waiting. Please proceed with caution as you pull away from the line. It is recommended and it's safest if your child enters your vehicle from the side closest to the sidewalk. Children will not be permitted to walk around a vehicle without an escort from a staff member if they need to enter the other side of your vehicle. Please plan accordingly based on your choice of car line. If you have a child in pre-K, please stay in the line until you reach this area at the lower end of the sidewalk. We have dedicated staff to support our littlest learners with getting into their vehicles. Our pre-K kids will be waiting for you in this area. If your pre-Ker has older siblings, they will be permitted to pick them up as they walk up the car line. But any standalone pre-Kers will be in this waiting area. So please plan to use the Hunt Road entrance for picking up pre-K students. To exit back to Hunt Road, loop around the parking lot and up along the football field. If you need to pull aside to assist your child for any reason, you may pull over along the sidewalk near the football field. Next, we will discuss the procedures for the Allegheny Avenue entrance. As you enter from Allegheny Avenue, you will need to turn left to enter the car rider line. While there's no stop sign here, please wait and avoid blocking exiting cars if the line is backed up to this area. Once you turn left, you'll notice the newly painted white line. The pickup line of cars will need to stay on the left side of this line. At no time should there be any cars parked along this part of the parking lot. Please do not drive around vehicles in front of you unless directed by a staff member. You will proceed along this back edge of the parking lot until you get to the sidewalk island. Once you reach the sidewalk island, please follow the white line down through the pickup zone. Again, the loading zone begins about halfway down the sidewalk. We will use the storm drain that you can see in this photo as a rough boundary for the loading area. Continue to proceed down through the line as directed by school staff. I want to also take another opportunity to recommend ensuring your child can enter your vehicle through the doors closest to the sidewalk. After your child is safely in your vehicle, you may cautiously exit the line and drive along the right side of the white line toward the exit. After picking up your child, you'll exit back towards the Allegheny Avenue entrance. Please proceed with caution as you reach the intersection near the exit. Be mindful that cars may be entering the car line near Allegheny Avenue. Here are a few reminders for everyone as we begin the new procedures. First, please avoid early dismissals after 2:30 p.m. This cutoff time will prevent parents and children from having to walk through the busy parking lot, and it'll allow our front office staff to prepare for the regular dismissal of all students. Also, no one should be exiting a vehicle in the car line. This includes older siblings who've been picked up at the middle or high school. Also, during school hours, we need all visitors to avoid parking along the sidewalk island. If you need to park and enter the building for a scheduled meeting or volunteer activity, please park in a parking spot away from the car line areas. Finally, never drive your car through the bus loop at the front of the building. Cars should always remain in the car lines and parking lot areas. I want to end by reminding everyone about our Trojan Way. Each day, we remind our students about how we demonstrate the Trojan Way throughout our building. Our car rider line is another opportunity for all of us to model these behaviors. We acknowledge that learning a new procedure comes with growing pains, but if we're all respectful, treat each other with kindness, uphold our responsibilities to these new procedures, we're confident that our dismissal will not only be fast and efficient, but every student will get home safely.